Impairing. The same man that you are married to, that is jumping from one girl to another, you will get married to somebody, no be juju, and it will be fair. You see, the issue of marriage is very wide, and we need to understand that one. But one thing I want to know, when I saw my brother when he was talking, I was like, it's been a while. But sometimes I like it, but even though today got to a stage, I was like, I asked my brother, I said, say marriage to the God one around. Because you see, the issue of marriage is a long journey. And if you think there won't be rough roads, you're lying. It's a very long journey. Because we say it's eternity now till death do us part, Abi. So if you and your wife, you are lucky to spend another 60, 70 years, you know what it would be like. I've said it there, I have seen couples that decide to divorce after their last finished service, 25 years old. My friend, is their daughter, was 31 then. The man said, I want to live the remaining days of my life happy. I tried to suffer and endure this much because of you children. Now that the last one is independent after service, they decide to go their separate ways and divorce. So you know what could be, what that could be. But not with this generation. This is a different generation. And the generation of it's not working. I don't know. I was saying something. People will say what God has joined together, let someone put asunder. Some people will tell you the Bible is saying about no man put asunder. The no man is a third party, I guess. That means between the parties involved, you can put asunder. That's the way some people will explain it to you. I don't know, depending on how you understand it. Me, I know Sabi English. But what I'm trying to say is, sometimes then, people say divorce is not an option. The Bible does not support divorce. You see, the Bible says what God has joined together. The mere fact that you went to the pastor and they prayed for you and declared your husband and wife doesn't mean God joined you together. And the question is, how many marriages in Nigeria is actually a marriage of God joining two people together? I can tell you 80% of marriage we have in this part of the world that I have not been abroad. I can assure that 80% are not joined together like that. Many of us have joined ourselves together before marriage. In fact, we have joined together with some other people before we got married. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it is as simple as a marriage that God has not joined together, as long as it's inevitable. That's why we are having issues upon issues with Christian marriages these days. And it's easy for even pastors are divorcing, even pastors are leaving their wives. We have countless examples. But most times, many times I always want to preach, I always like preaching something. You do, make sure you marry your friend. In all you do, make sure you marry your friend. Somebody that you don't need to process your words before talking to her. You don't need to think about Sheko Nibinu. Some of us, we have friends that if we have issues now with our friends, maybe there are issues. You know the way we used to settle it. Some of us don't go, you don't go like Eldamati, Some of us just say our friends are going to Morobori and that's the way they will settle it. That is what they call friendship. You don't understand. The same way there are some people in church, the way I relate with them. I can see mommy and say like I'll pay for some, my favorite share. Share you get. That is the way friendship is meant to be. Friendship can never be formal. Many times our marriages are formal because they have told us that is a pattern we are supposed to follow. And there is no manual for living. You see, life is very deep. Life is like a bottle of water. No matter how clean water is, even whether it is ever or whatever, or gravel is if we still have it. If you take a bottle of water and try to keep looking, if you look too deep, you will see germs. Guaranteed, you will see germs. That's the way life is. So sometimes you don't need to look too deep. Sometimes you don't need to dig deep. Sometimes my mom will say sometimes the human lamb will do. Because if you decide to investigate everything, you you will see what you are not supposed to see. I was told last week I wasn't in church and somebody called me and said, ah, you missed church now. Pastor was talking about trust and all that. I said, ah, I really missed. You know? So, like I was saying, when it comes to our women, please, I want us to understand something. Submission has no other meaning. Submission is submission. The same way you submit to your father. Your husband deserves, according to the Bible, your husband deserves more. So submission will need orúkọ méjì. Doesn't matter because you are the one feeding him. Like I was telling someone, let the woman feed you for a month. Let the woman feed you for a month. You've been feeding now all the while, but let her feed you for 1 month.